guys, this is Abla, your lover. Today we'll be talking about anxiety. If this is your first time stepping into this space, thank you so much for coming. If this is not your first time, welcome once more, welcome. And I hope you enjoy our topic of discussion today, which is anxiety. I didn't have to do anything. I didn't have to beat my face because actually you cannot do this all the time. So you guys shall see me in the way I look, my real face. So I just decided to record this video this way. So today we'll be talking about anxiety. First of all, what is anxiety? It's the reaction you have when you find your face in a dangerous, stressful, or unpredicted situation or unfamiliar situation. That's the feeling you get. You get anxious. You have anxiety, and we have this sometimes. We don't even know what it is. We don't even know how it manifests, and we'll go straight off. First of all, to talk about or make mention of some of the symptoms we get when we have anxiety. Actually, the topic of today is precisely on how to deal with anxiety. There are so many points on how to deal with anxiety. There are so many points. We suffer from anxiety for so many reasons, and people have their various reasons to suffer from anxiety, and there are ways you can deal with it. And anxiety can get you into a psychological situation that it will tamper with your mental health for sure. It's a psychological thing. Sometimes we get anxious over the most trivial issues, things we should not be anxious over. We get anxious over it. So anxiety is something that would manifest in our brains, in our head, and some people even go crazy out of anxiety. So it's not something we should be neglected. And some of the symptoms of anxiety we shall just outline are trembling, sweating, feeling nervous, feeling helpless, fear. You have a lot of panic triggers like fright. You have increased heart rate. Your heart starts beating. You just suddenly start having a high beat rate out of a sudden. That's because you have anxiety. You're afraid. You're trembling. There are so many reasons or so many symptoms you could have when you have anxiety. Those are just to name a few. So diving into the plate of today, we have some ways we can deal with anxiety. First of all, figure out what it is or what is causing this anxiety. That's the very first thing I would say. If you have a situation, maybe you have something you're running out of time for, and you get anxious, you get worried, you're panicking about it. Maybe you have to meet up with deadlines, and the deadlines are fast approaching, and you get anxious. That is a problem. First of all, it's a plus because you at least know what the problem is. You need to breathe. Number two, you breathe. In that situation, you just breathe for, let me say, 5 minutes. Just breathe. Take your mind out of it for a while. Next of all, you focus on what you can do to change that situation you find yourself in. If it's that you have to do, maybe you have to reach out to somebody. If you have to figure out one or two things, if you have to, maybe you have a paperwork to do, if you have to read some articles to carry it out, you just need to do it. Focus, and don't have, because in a situation where you have anxiety and you're trying to do something, the tendency is that you won't be able to focus to deliver perfectly, like to deliver correctly what is required. So when you figure out, okay, this is the issue, and you breathe and trying to get yourself out of that tense environment or that tense emotion, you now get to focus on what you want or how you want it to do, or through the procedures to which you get to derive satisfaction or a required achievement. So when you do that, focusing, and sometimes even you may not be able, if it's something that you have anxiety for a long period of time, not something pressing, but you have anxiety maybe from a news you got, you have anxiety from something you're expecting, maybe you're expecting to get some money, or maybe you're trading, you're trading and you get anxious, or and something which is long term. You could decide to even take a trip, go on vacation, distract yourself, get involved in other things, meet up with friends. It will help bring down this anxiety situation. It will help bring down this anxiety. But if it's something you have to deal with on the spot and you start getting nervous, you breathe. Once you breathe, you've calmed down from the feeling you have, the feeling of anxiety you have. You now get down to work. You focus on how you can change that situation. When you do that, you realize that you'll be able to deliver, you'll be able to give out what is required of you. And then when you do all of this, those are 4 points basically, because you could distract yourself, you breathe, you focus on what you have or what you need to achieve. And also you feature out what exactly is causing the anxiety you're facing. So from there now, we'll say we keep ourselves physically active. You can do exercise. You can exercise yourself, develop routines, things that you'll be doing from time to time. This will calm you down. If you have a table or a timetable or something like that, this is what you'll be doing, this is what you're doing, such that you won't miss anything that will make you anxious. If there is something you have to do, you need to follow your schedule to make sure that you achieve it, so you won't have to miss it, so you'll be doing it under pressure or you'll be anxious about it. So you just need to keep physical activities going, keep your physical activities and your time schedules, you follow it, and you be religious to what you've put out as the things you have to do over the day or as time goes by. Avoid alcohol and recreational drugs. Avoid it. It would instead increase your level of anxiety. It would increase it. It's just good to, you just need to try. Like all of these points may not work for you, but those that work for you, it's good to try them. Just try and figure out which would work for you. If you're someone who drinks a lot of alcohol or takes some kind of drugs and you're in a situation of anxiety, maybe if you try cutting it down or avoiding it, you would have some relief, you have some results, you have some a better feeling. So I think we should take that as a point. Make sleep a priority. Some people work all night. Some people work all night. Some people work all the time. Their minds are ticking. At the point they have to sit, like for us women, our minds work all the time. That's, if you don't know, a woman's mind works all the time. A man could sit there and his mind is totally blank, but a woman cannot be seated at a particular point in a particular point in time and nothing is on her mind. She's thinking, she's asking, what next? What do I do? I have this to do, I have that to go, so her mind works all the time. So it's good sometimes you sleep. You need to take sleep serious, because while you are awake, you keep thinking, you keep calculating, you keep putting one and twos together, you keep budgeting and all that stuff. At the end of the day, you get anxious. You get so anxious. So prioritize your sleep. Prioritize your sleep. When it's time to sleep, if you have your daily schedule and from 2 to 3 you have to sleep, make sure you do that, just to avoid anxiety. And anxiety comes with a lot of other health issues, so it's just good. You don't want to have blood pressure and other things. There's so many things that anxiety comes with that could tamper with your health. So it's good for us to take sleep serious. And also eat healthy food. Feed well. We should not feed on junk a lot. We should eat healthy, because what we feed on is what we are. What we eat, what we consume is what we are. People see it on us. It helps you with blood flow. You drink a lot of water. It helps you with blood flow. You have a lot of fluid in you. I, for one, am someone who I'm only cultivating the habit of drinking a lot of water. I really don't take that. I wasn't taking that serious back, but now I'm trying to cook. I'm seeing the benefits. A lot of health issues are being avoided, or even the ones we already have, they are being eradicated, because when we feed well, what we eat helps us a lot. Going back to our health, it helps us a lot, and it keeps our mind good and fine in a serene situation. So it's very good to take that into consideration, and also learn about disorder. That's the next point we're talking about. Learn about disorder. Like what anxiety comes with. It's good for you to learn about your disorder and other things. We just have to learn about it. Identify your triggers. Take into consideration those things that trigger you, and practice strategies which you can develop to avoid all those things, help and things that would keep you and enhance your health. So it's good for us to practice all of that. So with that, those are the few points we'll be talking about today, or we'll be citing out today. We'll have another video, because there are so many points. I don't want to make the video so lengthy. So please, if you enjoyed this one, if you enjoyed this part A of this video, watch out or stay tuned for part B. There are so many points. I just don't want to make this video so lengthy. So thank you for watching, and if you're here till this point, thank you so much. Don't forget to click the notification bell, so when the next part comes in, you'll be able to watch it immediately once it drops. Subscribe, give this video a thumbs up so you reach out to so many other persons, and also share. Thank you so much.